Hey, what's up guys, I'm Lan here. Welcome back to a new video on my channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about iPhone 12. As you can see, this is an iPhone 12, and overall in this video I'm going to talk about this iPhone 12 and how has been my experience over the time period that I've used iPhone 12. So I've used this iPhone 12 with iOS 15, iOS 16, and right now I'm using it with iOS 16 beta softwares. So in this 1 year of time, I have used this device extensively, and in this video I'm going to talk about the battery life and performance, and considering the current price and the current time, and also considering the fact that this is the entry level iPhone on which you can get 5G services. So should you consider this device in 2022 or in upcoming 2023 or not? So I'm going to discuss that in this video. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and consider also liking this video. And with that being said, let's get right into the discussion. Alright guys, so the first things first, I want to show you something. If I go into the settings, general and about section, as you can see, for last few months I have been running iOS 16 beta softwares on this iPhone 12. Right now it's on iOS 16.2 beta 3, and last week I have updated to the the rapid security response file that I got on my iPhone 12. So as of now it's running on iOS 16 beta software. So we'll talk about the softwares, bugs, and how is my experience with iOS 16 beta software. But first thing I want to address, the last video that I made, I talked about the performance. So the performance looked a little odd. The single core score was like on 3-digit score. It was like something, let me show you actually. If I go to the history, as you can see, so when I ran this and when I once after updated, so the single core score came in about 669 and the multi-core score was 3004. So both single and multi-core scores were odd for me. I told you in that video, maybe because it's just that I had updated my device, and that point of time there were many tasks or the many processes that were running in the background. So because of that it was behaving like that. So today morning, after using this device for like last couple of weeks, I updated and again I rammed the Geekbench 5 scores. As you can see, the scores looks amazing for a fact that now it's a 2-year-old iPhone, right? So I have like 1.5 around single core score, and for multi-core score I have 4.1. So that's better, right? So in terms of performance is really good, and in detail let's talk about the performance. Don't worry, I'll also talk about the battery life. So talking about the performance, I started with Geekbench 5 so that you get a satisfactory idea about the performance. Although this Geekbench 5 scores doesn't mean everything, but still for your idea I just wanted to talk about that. Now one thing I would like to say, that I also have been using iPhone 13 as my primary device. I've been using iOS 16 on that too, but not the beta software. But I've been complaining about this, like if you open any app and then just go to the home screen, as you can see there is a lag that is associated when you swipe to the home screen, right? You go to any application and you swipe to home screen. So for example, I went to settings and then it happens 5 out of 10 times, right? So this is actually been happening for a long time, and even this is not an iPhone 12 problem, because I face a similar issue with iPhone 13 and I have spoken about that many a times on my videos. So this swiping up to the home screen and the associated lag, this has to be fixed by Apple, and I'm not sure when they are going to fix that, because it's been a couple of betas been released and still people are facing these issues. So in terms of software wise, I would say the iOS 15 I felt was a better release, because the iOS 16 there are many bugs. After rolling out beta 2, beta 3, we are at a stage that we are running iOS 16.2 halfway through almost iOS 16, but still there are animation lags, and the UI feels choppy sometimes. Apart from that, since I am using iOS 16.2 beta software, so I wanted to share my experience. I play casual games like 2048, some light games on that. There are many a times that it crash, so the games crash. So I get a half black screen, things like that. Also, while using the camera, the same thing happens over and over again, right? So when I use camera, sometimes maybe it's sunny and I want to take a picture, and then it happens suddenly the screen freezes, and all of these things gets resolved. I noticed this personally. If you just restart your phone and then all of it goes away, right? So with a restart, it all goes away. So I feel this is a memory leak sort of thing that Apple is yet to fix on the software part. So that is not been fixed. Now let's talk talk about the battery life, right? So if I go to the battery, and first, I've been using this device for more than 1.5 years. So if I go to the battery health section, as you can see, the battery health right now is 88%. And over the 1.5 years, I've used my phone as my primary phone. So I feel the battery health is okay. Now, if I talk about the battery life, and if I show you last 10 days, as you can see, the average screen on and the screen off time are in front of you. So the screen on time is typical between 5 to 6 hours, and the screen off time is between 1.5 to 2 hours. And these are the application, as I was telling, that I was playing this game a lot last few days. So Instagram, some of the games, and the YouTube, then phone calls, social media application. These are all the applications that consume my iPhone battery life, right? So if I talk about last 10 days, the battery life have been a little better, I would say. So iOS 16.2 beta 2 was not that great in terms of battery life, but I've said this before, with beta 3 the battery life has improved a lot. For example, if I talk about yesterday, I almost got a screen on time of 5 hours, but I only used my phone till 100%, right? And the day when I use my phone till 100%, as you can see, I got in a screen on time of 7 hours 34 minutes. And now, considering this is an iPhone 12, not iPhone 12 Pro Max or something like that, I feel that's just okay battery life, and considering this is running on iOS 16 beta, right? So that's all about the battery life. I wanted to say that. Now let's talk about whether you should consider purchasing this device in the upcoming year or end of this year, because right now this is the year end, and in many websites you get attractive deals, right? Price cut on certain iPhones, and iPhone 12 is one of that device. So if you talk about Amazon and Flipkart, right now I've just checked the price. It is sold around 49,000 rupees. Now if you have some credit cards, you might get good discounts on top of that, so you can get this device at around 45,000. And considering the fact this is the phone, this is the entry or the starting iPhone on which you can get 5G device, I would recommend this. Yes, you can go for this device, at least for next few years you're going to get iOS updates, and also the 5G is supported. The design is not that outdated yet. The camera is fine, and the front facing camera is also satisfactory. So at least considering keeping all these points in mind, you can actually consider purchasing iPhone 12 in the next year. So if your budget is below 40,000 or 40 to 45,000. So in this video, I just wanted to talk about the overall performance and the battery life, and whether you should consider purchasing this iPhone 12 in this year or this upcoming year, considering that it's now old, sort of old, you could say, 2 years old iPhone. So I just wanted to discuss that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give this video a thumbs up. Also let me know in the comment section whether you have any specific doubt on iPhone 12 if you're running iOS 16 beta softwares. I would love to answer your questions or queries in the comment section below. I would love to know whether you are using iPhone 12 or not. Personally, I am using this purple variant of this iPhone 12, and I love this device, man. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's all I wanted to discuss, I wanted to talk about with you in this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give this video a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Your one like and one subscription means a lot to me, and it motivates me a lot to put out more content like this on YouTube. Now with that being said, I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.